With the end of February approaching and the beginning of March coming soon, we are going to be going over the 3 cryptos that I am the most excited about going into the month of March. Now, the 3 cryptos that we are going to be talking about today are going to be leveled by risk. So the first one being the most risky and the last one being the least risky. And we are starting right now. So the very first one that we are going to talk about today is Dejin Zoo. Now, Dejin Zoo was founded by the owner of DAOmaker, which is the biggest launchpad in the world, currently sitting at around a $216 million market cap. Now, the whole premise and the reason as to why they made this was to gift the fans that were scammed by Logan Paul the actual product that he promised them. His whole goal was to build Logan Paul's crypto zoo in 30 days with using only a $20,000 budget, donating some of the profits towards animal charities, and to build a healthy crypto community, especially considering what, kind of Logan Paul caused with his whole scam and all that, craziness that I'm sure you heard about. And so they have done an absolutely phenomenal job at doing this. This is not sponsored or anything of that nature. I genuinely am just a fan, and what they have done at this given point is nothing short of spectacular. So at this given point, they have generated over 150,000 followers on Twitter. Every single day it feels like this number just goes up and up and up, and it's truly real engagement. You can see this pinned tweet that they made, for example, with over 323,000 impressions. I mean, it's absolutely amazing. But of course, all of this sounds good and all of this looks good, but why are they actually getting all of this traction? Well, the reason why they are getting this much traction is because they have actually proved what they were saying they were going to do. Simply, they have just produced results. As you can see here, DAOmaker CEO said that he would build a better crypto zoo in 30 days and did it. On day 30, we delivered testnet v1. Since then, they have improved, found some bugs, and are now ready for the game release. They spent $35,000 on 3 audit companies to make sure the game is as secure as possible. Now, again, this testnet has been live and people have actively been playing, actively getting airdrops, and figuring out all of the different mechanics of it. But what I want to do now, so you actually understand what this game is, let's go ahead really quickly and let's just watch this 1-minute game theory so you're able to actually understand the process of Dejin Zoo as a whole.
Okay, let's start. You get eggs by staking, and then you can have different eggs. If you start hatching these, you have to burn tokens, and the tokens you get inside depends on what animal you have. There's 120 animals, and some animals have very high APR, up to 1,000%, and some animals have negative APR, up to minus 75%. There's a distribution between each animal, so you don't know what animal you get, you just hatch it and then get better or worse animals. The distribution is over here, and then the game goes to level 2. Now, if you have a very good animal like a dodo, and you mix it with a less good animal, then the ROI you're gonna get on your level 2 dodo is not that high, 1.75x. But if you take 2 good animals and you match them 2 dodos, then your ROI is suddenly 2.5x. And this increases the better the animal. However, the better the animal, the less good the animal is, the more rare the animal is, and eating an animal kills it. So even though you have here 2 mammoths, which there's only 5 of them in the collection, you get 23x. If you add a third one, you get a shiny level 3 mammoth, and you get 83x. So it's all about getting the best animals and pairing them and leveling up your game. Have a nice day. Bye-bye, guys.
So now that you have seen what this game is actually about, let's talk about some of the numbers that excite me the most. So what you can see here, over on their IDO on DAOmaker, they currently have over 20,000 real participants with over $180 million in total assets connected. Now, that's not saying $180 million has been invested into the game, but it's simply just saying in terms of the people who are participating, there is over $180 million in TVL, or total value locked. So what this means for me is that people are excited and they actually can understand the game theory here. Obviously, Logan Paul's scam brought a lot of attention to the whole crypto zoo spectacle, and so when someone who has a lot of notoriety and a lot of credibility can come around and offer to actually make the game, well, then you can clearly see why so many people are excited about it. So with that said, going forward, if you do want to take part in this, head over to DAOmaker.com/company/Dejin Zoo, and you can learn how you can become a part of the IDO itself. This is something I am a part of. I am looking forward to it. I do plan on not only just playing the game, but investing into the token itself, and you can get involved here. Some of the key metrics is that the total token supply is going to be 1 billion. Project valuation coming in right at 6 million fully diluted value. The hard cap will be 2.4 million with a total token circulation at a 270 million. So this is, overall run very well. They have all of their numbers pretty correctly. This is a pretty high market cap for a launch, but considering the amount of participants, I think this thing is going to move probably. So it will be on on the lookout for, and we will talk about it even more going into the future. So next up, we are going to be talking about Cookie Sale. Now, you've probably heard about them on the channel from me before, but just a brief overview of what they are. They are a launch pad that offers a bunch of different services to new cryptos to launch their projects. So what you can see here is they offer you the ability to create a token, create a launch pad, create a unique sale, do a cookie airdrop, and lock your liquidity through their services. Now, they offer even more services such as marketing and campaigns and all of that good stuff, but pretty much providing a one-stop shop for all of these new cryptos to actually create their projects and move their projects forward into actually going live. Now, ever since December, they have been up substantially in price. We bottomed out somewhere around 0.055, and we are currently sitting at about 0.017, which is right around a 3x since December. And so of course many people are excited about the fact that the price is moving quite crazily. As a cookie holder myself, I am definitely happy about it. Now, the reason why this has been moving in such an amazing fashion is because of all of the updates going on right now. So Cookie Sale V3, which kind of just basically revamps the entire launchpad as a whole, is coming out very soon, and it does look fantastic, let me tell you. The marketing campaign will be kicking off very soon, which has a lot of the community excited, which is making them dollar cost average and buy in. They have a recruitment campaign, which is just going to upgrade their intrinsic value and allow them to be able to onboard even more projects and get their name out there even better. They have a Bitmart listing coming very soon, and I mean very soon. And then they also have a migration with Cody token that they've done recently, which has just absolutely blown up the community, made people extremely excited and look forward to what the future does hold, especially now that they are going to kick off this marketing campaign very soon. So overall, I do believe they're positioning themselves just so well for what is to come, especially within the market. What you can see here is that the total market cap for meme coins is already back towards $19.5 billion. Now, mind you, this was all the way down to about $11 to $12 billion just a few months ago. So what you can see is that these meme coins are coming back around. They're starting to get traction, and many new cryptos are going to want to launch soon. And if Cookie Sale can position themselves in order to actually take advantage of that and launch many of these cryptos and get some of their holders these different incentivizations for being a part of those launches, I mean, they could grow themselves up to being one of the biggest launch pads in the space. If you look at the top launch pads, I mean, some of them are upwards of $50 to $100 million in market cap, and Cookie's only at about 1.5 to 1.3 million right now. So there are a lot of implications that this could do extremely well, and I am looking forward to it, and that does lead them to be number 2 on my top 3 March crypto picks. Now, before we do continue on with the video, I wanted to let you guys know about something that I personally am taking a part in which I believe it could also be a good idea for you to take part in as well. And this is going to be Bybit's official buy vote, in which Verasity is going to be giving away a $100,000 prize pool for the people that do vote for them. Now, before I go over exactly how you can take part in this, let me just go over a quick explanation of what Verasity even is, because they are a very strong company. So they have a couple different things. Of course, they are a crypto company that focus on just software and app development, and they have something like Vera Esports and Vera Wallet, but Vera Views is the one that really got my attention because they actually solve a very big problem, especially within the world of crypto. So Vera Views is a blockchain powered ad stack built around Veracity's patented proof of view fraud identification technology. And what this allows them to do is have a proof of view protocol, so that say if, for example, a company was to buy a sponsorship on a platform, they can make sure that that platform isn't just botting all of their views and pretty much scamming that company. Their proof of view platform actually allows you to verify that these views are genuine, true engagement and views, which is absolutely huge, especially within the crypto space, because this is a absolutely massive problem. Now, they did do a massive burn of their VRA native token of over $500,000, and so of course they're getting a lot of attention, a lot of attraction. This is a massive burn. It is of course very big for the price, and so because of that, they are then capable of possibly getting listed now on Bybit. And so what they want you to do is to cast your vote for them in order to get listed on Bybit as a whole. So first and foremost, what you'll have to do is to log into your Bybit account and deposit at least one of the eligible stablecoins. You will then have today and tomorrow to cast your vote from the 28th and the 1st, and once you are capable of doing that, you are then able to reap your rewards. Of course, there are some stipulations, terms, and conditions in which you can would go over in the article that is down below that leads you to this Medium post. So make sure you do follow the rules and that you are making sure that you are doing everything necessary. But this is a very easy way for people to get access to a pretty damn big prize pool. And so I did figure it'd be something that you all would want to hear about. So again, like I said, I am taking part in this. Verasity is an absolutely amazing company, and I do think that their Veriview protocol is absolutely outstanding. And so because of that, of course, I figured you guys would want to see it. And to end off today's video, the crypto number 3 for the March crypto picks is going to be Bitcoin. Now, I know it's boring, but hear me out because my explanation will make a lot of sense. So what I have noticed being a part of multiple bull markets and multiple bear markets now is that we have seen that there is always a narrative that will lead Bitcoin into the bull market, usually before altcoins. What I mean by that is if you look at 2019 to 2020, if you look back at 2015, if you look back at 2013, obviously, we have seen multiple times that Bitcoin typically will lead the rally. It will be the big first one to really catch some momentum. This is typically because it's safer. And so, of course, when people kind of want to edge back into crypto but don't want to go all the way in, they will start with Bitcoin. Now, it seems as if this time the narrative is going to be the SEC. What we saw was that Gary Gensler came out and said everything but Bitcoin is a security. And so many people are under the assumption that the SEC might try to target every single altcoin from Ethereum to Polygon to Solana. And if that is the case, of course, that could kind of slow down their growth until that narrative is cleared up. And so because of that, if we do start to see the market rally, it would come as no surprise if Bitcoin was the one leading it into this rally, simply because of the fact that there is not much kind of regulatory concerns sitting above its head. So what we can do to prove this is to look at Bitcoin dominance. Now, put simply, Bitcoin dominance is just the way in which Bitcoin is performing in comparison to altcoins. And what you can see here is that over the last few months, this thing has been on a tear to the upside and seemingly starting some type of parabolic curve, meaning that Bitcoin is generally outperforming altcoins. What you can see here is that we have been getting what it very possibly could be some type of bullish flag, in which I would not be shocked whatsoever if we break to the top side out of to retest this huge macro move of Bitcoin dominance that we've been in for the last couple years. I told you all, entering into the next bull market, I do believe we are going to see this break to the upside. It is descending structure. Descending structures typically break upwards. And so considering the fact that I do believe Bitcoin could be on track to revisit the top side here, who knows? This could be the point in time in which we do get this market rally started over the next year, over the next 24 months, and Bitcoin does start to really work its way back up to the top side as its Bitcoin dominance does climb. We've seen multiple times, for example, in 2020, 2021, where these huge Bitcoin rallies would happen as the bull markets would get started. And I do believe that is going to happen again. Again, we are going to see this narrative of everything but Bitcoin play out. And since that is the case, I do believe that Bitcoin could very well be one of the best options right now, especially as we go into the next 6 to 8 months of volatility, craziness, FUD, and excitement. But with that said, those are my top 3 crypto picks for the month of March. Make sure you leave your own top 3 picks down in the comment section below, and I will see you all next time. Peace.